Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, so I got a chance to look at the Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder fight. Now, I knew about the fight, but that wasn't exactly one of those fights that you call a priority, something that you made it a must to watch, because it was a lot going on, Super Bowl and all this kind of stuff. So, really, I was getting ready for the Super Bowl. So after watching the fight and reviewing the fight, seeing the fight, I thought that Daniel Jacobs clearly did enough to win that fight. Best case scenario, 8, 8-4, Daniel Jacobs. Worst case scenario, 7-5 or 7-4-1 even for Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs, to me, clearly did enough to win that fight. Now, probably it was what you would call some hometown territory stuff, judging, because I don't think John Ryder won that fight. But I think the problem is with Daniel Jacobs, you've seen this in so many of his fights. To me, Daniel Jacobs does enough to win fights, but sometimes he doesn't know how to secure fights and just pull away in fights. He still leaves room open for you to at least stay in the fight, you know. But I thought he clearly did enough to win that fight. Ryder started to do some things in the later rounds, but I thought it was too little too late, because I thought he lost the first 6 rounds. You know, he started landing on the inside and landing at close range, but Daniel Jacobs still, to me, closing the fight towards the end of the fight, to me, I thought he did enough in the last 2 rounds to get the nod, which would give him a clear 7-5 win. But I think with Daniel Jacobs, you've seen this in a lot of his fights. Sometimes he fades a little bit in activity. He pick and chooses his moments. For some people that works. For some people it don't work. And I think in the fight, what he was doing, he wasn't he wasn't landing what you would call eye-catching shots. He was doing nice work, working the jab, throwing some nice combos, throwing some, even throwing a hook at times. Like, he did some nice things, but he wasn't landing what you would call like eye-catching shots. Like, after he throw those combos, land the jab, pepper with the jab, land a body shot, then just land like a lead right that'll just make Ryder go boom, just shake him, stagger him for a little bit. He fought what you would call a blue collar fight. He went in there, went to work, but it was one of them things he didn't do like a standout job. And I think that's the problem. You've seen this with Daniel Jacobs in a lot of his fights. Same thing with the Canelo fight. Keep in mind, he lost that Canelo fight on all 3 of the scorecards, if I'm not mistaken, 7-5. So basically, if he could have just won one more round, secured one more round, worked a little harder, he could have got a draw versus Canelo. So, this has been the story with Daniel Jacobs for a while. Same thing with the Triple G fight. I think if he had took a lot more chances, even after the knockdown, I think he could have easily won that Triple G fight, even though I thought he did enough to win that fight. But, yeah, I thought Daniel Jacobs clearly did enough to win the fight. But, who am I? I'm just a media guy. But I do think it was a little bit of him fighting across the water, So that's all I have to say. But I do think Daniel Jacobs did enough to win that fight. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.